The future of the Prime Minister's path in Wilmot, a collection of statues removed amid scrutiny over some of the leader's complicated pasts, is up for discussion again tonight. CTV's Jeff Pickel's at a meeting in New Hamburg with more. And Jeff, we'll get to that draft recommendation in a moment on where this goes next, but remind us why this is back in focus now.
Well, Tony, it's been a polarizing topic for many years now, and many in the community feeling like those statues were not appropriate. Many others in the community wishing those statues were still there. The councillors who voted to remove the statues are no longer sitting. They've been replaced, and the new council has decided it's now time to relook at this project. Now, going on tonight, they will be looking at the community getting its first look at this draft recommendation, but the company hired to put together that recommendation says it's not as simple as a yes or a no.
I think when we first started this project, there was this idea that maybe the outcome was going to be should the statues stay or should they go, but what we've realized over the course of the engagement process and the public consultation is that it's obviously not that simple. It turns out it's complicated. Where does the funding come from for this? Where would they go? Because there's some challenge around that. There's some discussion around that. Like, should they be on the township land? Should they be somewhere else?
Instead of giving a specific answer to keep the statues, the organization is recommending a list of criteria that should be met in order to put the statues on display, including acknowledgements of the troubling and controversial past of some of the former prime ministers. They also say funding is a major issue. The township says it's spent roughly $115,000 on the project, the majority on statue storage costs and consultation efforts. Now the public is hearing from that working group looking into the future. Most of the people we heard from tonight say they are generally in favor of the approach the working group is taking.
I'm really pleased with the different ideas that they've come up with and some of the different solutions. So I really hope going forward that something will positive come out of this and it'll come back. I'm not sure if it'll come back to Baden or where the new location will be, but I just think it's something positive and it's a learning tool and it should be continued.
Now, again, it's not exactly looking at it as black or white. The recommendations on this project says if the township is going to move ahead, these are what they would like to see, some criteria they would like to see met, including one of the options put forward is keeping the red paint on the statue of Sir John A. Macdonald that was splashed on him during protests. That's one of the options they're putting forward. The full content of this draft proposal will be made available to the public later tonight or tomorrow, and then we're about a month away from that report then going to council.